Hello and welcome. This is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion for Thursday, October the 28th. Continuing the story of Jacob and Esau, we are still reading in the book of Genesis, chapter 27. Today we'll be reading verses 30 through 41. Here's the word of the Lord. After Isaac finished blessing him and Jacob had scarcely left his father's presence, his brother Esau came in from hunting. He too prepared some tasty food and brought it to his father. Then he said to them, "My father, please sit up and eat some of my game so that you may give me your blessing." His father Isaac asked him, "Who are you?" "I am your son," he answered, "your firstborn Esau." Isaac trembled violently and said, "Who was it then that hunted game and brought it to me? I ate it just before you came, and I blessed him, and indeed he will be blessed." When Esau heard his father's words, he burst out with a loud and bitter cry and said to his father, "Bless me too, my father." But he said, "Your brother came deceitfully and took your blessing." Esau said, "Isn't he rightly named Jacob? This is the second time he has taken advantage of me. He took my birthright, and now he is taking my blessing." Then he asked, "Haven't you reserved any blessing for me?" Isaac answered Esau, "I have made him lord over you and have made all his relatives his servants, and I have sustained him with grain and new wine. What can I possibly do for you, my son?" Esau said to his father, "Do you have only one blessing, my father? Bless me too, my father." Then Esau wept aloud. His father Isaac answered him, "Your dwelling will be away from the earth's riches, away from the dew of heaven above. You will live by the sword, and you will serve your brother. But when you grow restless, you will throw his yoke from off your neck." Esau held a grudge against Jacob because of the blessing his father had given him. He said to himself, "The days of mourning for my father are near. Then I will kill my brother Jacob." And that is the word of the Lord. Today's article by Stefan Tebe is "The Idolatry of Anger." Today we read about the heart-wrenching story of Esau, how he discovers that his brother has stolen his blessing. What should Esau do? When somebody cheats us, what should we do? Is it okay to be angry at sin? Yes. Is it okay to let this anger rule in us? No. Here we can think of two other brothers, Abel and Cain. God does not abandon us in our anger, but still speaks to us. God asked Cain, "Why are you angry? Sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." It comes from Genesis chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. Good words. What about us? Is anger ruling in our hearts? If God rules in our hearts, then anger will be a territory that we sometimes cross, but not a house in which we dwell. When we recognize that something other than God is ruling in our hearts, it is an occasion to humbly submit to God, to seek His presence in purifying spirit. Consecration, surrender, and obedience are key to fully welcome the freedom offered to every child of God. That is the call to holiness, the call to the entirely sanctified life. The hymn is "Whiter Than Snow" by James Nicholson. "Break down every idol, cast out every foe. Now wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow." And from the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 5. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus. And that is your daily devotion for Thursday, October the 28th. Have a blessed day.